Welcome to the second episode of this season's The Umpires Call. Our umpires, Tushar and Sandeep, are with me again today. We've had a fair number of queries about the types of no balls, and we will do our best to try and cover all of these in the following episodes. One of the questions that was asked by a number of people was the ball, if it goes over the striker's head.
I think this is a very valid question which has been raised by the viewers. In fact, in one of my sports discussion group also this question was debated. And the doubt there was that viewers had seen the ball that after pitching goes over the head height of the striker, being called a no ball in some formats. And they'd also seen a similar ball going over the head height of the batsman being called a wide in some other formats. So Tushar, can I invite you to please explain why this difference?
Thank you, Sandeep. Yes, I think it's important to understand that there are two different things that influence a given law. One is the laws of cricket, and the other is the match regulations or playing conditions. Now, the laws of cricket are set by the MCC, which are written in this blue book. The MCC is the custodian of the laws of cricket, and these are the basic set of laws by which the game of cricket is played. Now, various other leagues like the ICC or the IPL or the Big Bash can then have their own set of playing conditions or match regulations to suit their own game. For example, the laws of cricket allow a batsman to have a runner if he injures himself or is unable to run during the course of a game. But as you've seen in Test cricket or even ODIs, the ICC does not allow a runner for an injured batsman.
That's a wonderful illustration, Tushar. If I can add to that illustration, bowling restrictions is another good example where the law is something else and it is then suitably modified by the governing league. So as per MCC laws, there is no restriction on the number of overs that a bowler can bowl. But I think as is widely known, in ODIs and T20s, there is a restriction as per playing conditions that no bowler can bowl more than 1/5 the total number of overs. I'll take the opportunity to also now elaborate on the law which Tushar mentioned, the MCC law 21.10. So the law states that if the ball after pitching, so we are not talking of a full toss or what we earlier used to call as a beamer, but if the ball after pitching passes or would have passed over the head of a striker standing upright at the popping crease, that is a no ball. So as per MCC, it's very clear that's a no ball. Of course, the umpire has to make a judgment here. The batsman may not be standing at the popping crease. The batsman may not be upright, but he or she might be either playing a shot or ducking or weaving. And often the square leg umpire has a better view of the height of the ball and can then help his or her colleague. Now, what is the rationale behind ICC's modification? Tushar, can you throw some light on this?
Well, thanks, Sandeep. Well, the MCC law is to protect the batsman from getting out to what is clearly an unfair delivery. That's why they call it a no ball. So even if the batsman, in an attempt to hooking the ball or in an attempt to getting out of the way, even if he edges it and is caught by the wicketkeeper, can't be out. Now, the ICC, I presume, thinks that everybody who plays at the international level should be able to play such a delivery and therefore call it a wide ball instead. But then you would need to understand that if a batsman edges the ball to the keeper, it ceases to be a wide ball, and therefore a batsman can be out to what is clearly an unfair delivery. So I guess the MCC is slightly more in favor of batsmen in this law where it's concerned. Now, Sandeep, as you rightly said, quite often it is easier for the square leg umpire to make that judgment whether the ball would have gone over the head height of the batsman at the popping crease. And it's important that that judgment is made correctly and also implemented correctly. I don't know if you recall in 1978 when India toured Pakistan after a long hiatus. In the third ODI, India's captain Bishan Singh Bedi actually forfeited the third game because Sarfraz Nawaz was bowling bouncers at our batsmen Vishwanath and Gaikwad. when India needed 20-odd runs to win the game, and the umpires were not calling it. So the law is there, but the implementation of that law also has to be accurate.
Yeah, that was a very interesting anecdote, Tushar, that you recalled. So what we are saying is that presumably where ICC is coming from as far as this modification is concerned is that they are governing international cricket. And at that level, batsmen are expected to have the skill to negotiate the ball that passes or would have passed over the head height of the striker. It's all about, as far as cricket laws are concerned, it's all about that fine balance between bat and ball, much like an economy or the human body. If that fine balance gets disrupted, then disorder can potentially strike.
Thank you very much for watching this episode. We welcome your comments and questions, and we'll try to answer as many as we can in the forthcoming episodes. We will be looking at other types of no balls in our next episode as well. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.